Alrighty, Battle City, and we've got an interesting one here. Mako is going up against Seeker. Okay, so who do you pick out of this one? Mako's deck can get a bit of power. However, it's not the fastest deck, and to get above Seeker, you do need to be quite quick. So it's a tough one. Mako would have to draw good cards in a good order to be able to get through Seeker. I think this one will be a tough one for Mako, but you never know. As we see, rock, paper, scissors is won by Mako. And he elects to go first. Alright. Maiden of the Aqua, Tornado Wall, Diamond Dust, D-Spell, and Cure Mermaid. So Mako's not going to get attacked enough to have to worry about life points. Cure Mermaid is 1500 though. Down goes Maiden of the Aqua and Tornado Wall. In the Duelist Kingdom match against Panic and Tristan, I was talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist of the Roses quite a bit. Maiden of the Aqua was one of the deck leaders. And as we see, Upstart Goblin from Seeker. And a face-down defense. So, Starboy. So that'll be a 500 point increase. Mako has summoned Cure Mermaid though. And Tornado Wall will only be active if Umi is face up, which Maiden of the Aqua does have that effect. Doesn't do any point differentials though. Alright, an attack with Cure Mermaid as life point damage is doubled from the effect of Stone Statue of the Aztecs. Mako might as well just activate Umi because he's not going to get attacked even with a 700 pointer. None of Seeker's monsters have really any attack power. As we see, Rage of the Deep Sea. Now that could be a card that Mako gets a win from. Maiden of the Aqua is now flipped up, so Tornado Wall will be able to be activated. Now, what was I just about to say? Yes, okay. I don't know how many people have played Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist of the Roses before. It was a PS2 title. But a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Fans did play it, and it was a very unique Yu-Gi-Oh! Game. So I'm hoping to do some more on that. But I was actually thinking at some point of doing a series on that where I take all of the possible starter decks and duel them on Duelist of the Roses. And we could even see some type decks go against each other. The only issue with Duelist of the Roses is you can only have 3 decks at a time, and oh man, the time consumption for that game is insane. It takes like, even against the easiest AI, it can still take you maybe 5 to 10 minutes just to get through a single match. In fact, I'd say probably closer to 10 because you move your monsters around on like a game board. And even weak enemies, you have to chase down the deck leader eventually. And so, yeah, matches can take a little while. We see Yellow Luster Shield activated. Cure Mermaid activates again. So Mako at 10,400 life points, so it won't make any difference against an Exodia. As we see, D-Spell is played and gets rid of Seeker's Yellow Luster Shield. There is Legendary Fisherman, but he could summon that. He would have to tribute Maiden of the Aqua, relinquishing Tornado Wall. Or he could use it on Cure Mermaid. It's a 2000 attack, but it's not getting through that defense. In fact, it's not getting through most of Seeker's defense. And Mako's not going to need any more life points. I would go for Cure Mermaid, and Mako does. So keeping Maiden of the Aqua on the field means that Mako can still keep Tornado Wall. Legendary Fisherman is going to get through some of that defense. So Starboy's a good card. It was in the starter deck on Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist of the Roses. With Maiden of the Aqua was actually the deck leader. Had cards like Starboy, it had Kiryushin. It didn't have an Aqua Dragon, but Aqua Dragon was one of the codes that would reveal itself at the end of the game. However, it was actually possible. As we see, Jar of Greed flipped up. Someone actually went through the game's files a few years ago and pulled up all these codes, and you can get most of the cards in the game, which was very, very handy. And there's no star chip, restriction on that game either, like there was in Forbidden Memories. Now, Mako has got Torpedo Fish, and he plays Torpedo Fish. That will get to 1500 with the effect of Starboy. It doesn't get an extra 200 from Umi. Remember, Torpedo Fish is unaffected by spell cards. I didn't quite realise that. Oh, Torpedo Fish attacked Wall of Illusion and flipped it face up. So Mako didn't attack Wall of Illusion with Legendary Fisherman, thankfully for him. Now, Rage of the Deep Sea is still an option as well. 500 points per Aqua Fish or Sea Serpent, is it? If I've got it right. As Seeker has played Scapegoat, so he'll get 4 defensive shields. And we'll be able to stall for a little bit longer. It's got 6 cards in hand, although not many turns have... Oh no, okay, he has gone through a quarter of his deck, so he probably does have Exodia pieces by now. There's Monster Reborn. Now the thing is, Legendary Fisherman is probably going to have to be the one that attacks Wall of Illusion. He's thinking about it, and he does go for it. Alright, Wall of Illusion is destroyed. So, Seeker is going to lose 3 of his defensive Scapegoat tokens here, and Mako will be able to summon Legendary Fisherman back next turn, which will also get another card in the graveyard for Rage of the Deep Sea. So Mako could be in a good position here, as long as Seeker doesn't draw Exodia. 7 cards now in Seeker's hand. And he goes with another face-down defense. There's Reload for Mako. So he does have Diamond Dust. That'll destroy every water monster on his side of the field. And okay, he's going for Rage of the Deep Sea. That actually won't be that strong. It may have been better to go with the Legendary Fisherman there. Yeah, it's only 1700. Yeah, that may have been a mistake. He may have been better going for Legendary Fisherman first there. And he would have been able to do some life point damage. He would have been able to summon Rage of the Deep Sea on the next turn. It's just that if he did... he should have went for Legendary Fisherman there. Could still be okay though. Oh, Swords of Revealing Light. Well, it would have been a little bit of life point damage that Seeker would have lost. Would have been about... Oh, Tribe Infecting Virus. That's a very good card. Although with Swords of Revealing Light on the field, it doesn't do much good. Mako has elected to tribute Maiden of the Aqua. That will destroy Tornado Wall. Wait, no it won't. There's an Umi on the field as well, so it's actually safe. So Seeker would have been defended at this moment anyway, even if Mako did summon Legendary Fisherman first. And, oh, it's Sangan. Seeker has played Sangan face up in attack mode. And there is only one reason for that. It is possible that Seeker does already have Exodia pieces in his hand and he's looking to complete his set. And he's gone to the battle phase. What does Mako do here? Does he risk it and let him attack? He does have Monster Reborn. And he is thinking about it. He has gone for Diamond Dust. So Mako has binned all of his monsters on the field. He's done 1500 points of damage to Seeker. Seeker, in theory, could be down to 5350 if Mako played the cards right in the last turn. Sangan won't be able to do any damage because of Tornado Wall's effect. Mako does have Monster Reborn, so but there is still a Swords of Revealing Light on the field as well. Now, he could play Nightmare Penguin, and he could send Sangan back to his back to Seeker's hand, but for what good? What good would it really do? So Mako is safe with Umi and Tornado Ball. Sangan's gone to defense mode. And the thing is, Sangan doesn't have to be destroyed by battle. It can be destroyed by any means to still activate its effect. There's Fortress Whale. And Mako just skipping his turns. The Swords of Revealing Lights. Timer has run out. And another face down defense from Seeker. So Mako is in a really dicey position here. As we see, Aqua Mirror Cycle is drawn. So sending Sangan back to Seeker's hand won't necessarily do anything. So Nightmare Penguin's effect isn't really that useful. Down goes Tribe Infecting Virus. Mako has to try and get this defense off the field. He activates the effect and throws Aqua Mirror Cycle in. And he picks Reptile, so that will get rid of Venom Cobra. But Tribe Infecting Virus is a great effect. And there goes Monster Reborn. So he's going to bring back Rage of the Deep Sea. So that's at 2200. He would have actually had a little bit more strength if he pulled Legendary Fisherman, but see that Sangan is really making Mako nervous here. He goes for reload. Doesn't really pull anything else. And he's going to have to attack eventually anyway. There's Gear Golem Moving Fortress, which is a machine, so that actually had its defense dropped by 200 points. And Tribe Infecting Virus looks like that might be going for that other face down. And he does... Oh, and it's Witch of the Black Forest. Now, I am wondering if I should remove those two cards from Seeker's deck. And with Sangan on the field, if we just saw another Exodia piece drawn, this very well could be Seeker's match here. He's now got 8 cards in hand. Puts Sangan to attack mode, and is he just going to attack Sangan himself? He is. There goes Tribe Infecting Virus. Gets rid of Sangan, and Sangan's effect activates. And Seeker probably wouldn't do that unless he already had 4 cards in his hand, and he does. There is an Exodia win, as we see Exodia's animation. It's very difficult to play against Seeker. A few different moves Mako could have made, but it probably wouldn't have mattered. It would have ended up in the same result. Alright, Seeker does need to win 3 times though. Maybe we'll get to see Lumeria, the Forgotten City as well, as we'll pull him back into the lobby here. Set up for match number 2. Now, Seeker's games, they are a bit of an anomaly. They do sometimes take a very long time and are very boring to watch. And if we do have a game like that, then occasionally I will overdub commentary and speed Seeker's duel up, and then redub the commentary if nothing interesting happens. Okay, Mako's first turn. Warrior of Atlantis. So he's chuck Warrior of Atlantis away to get the Legendary Ocean, which is a very useful card for Mako. And he plays Great White. Now, there is Cup of Ace, and now Shard of Greed in Seeker's hand. He plays Shard of Greed. He does have Card Trader as well. That's also a pretty good card. Cup of Ace, and oh, he gets it wrong. That will help out Mako. Seeker plays Card Trader. He does have Swords of Revealing Light as well, but he doesn't need to rush here. Plays Stone Statue of the Aztecs. And Seeker only needs to get 1 more win to win the best of 3. Mako has to win 2 in a row against a difficult opponent. And, oh, Tribe Infecting Virus. We saw that in the last game as well. And Power of Kaishin is equipped to Tribe Infecting Virus. So 2100 attack, that gets over Stone Statue of the Aztecs. And Mako will land an attack very early here. Now, Seeker does have Swords of Revealing Light, so he can protect himself. Though no Exodia cards yet. Alright, back to Seeker, who draws Exodia's head. So with Swords of Revealing Light, he does still have the means to defend here. And, oh, there's Tornado Ball again as well. So Mako drawing some good cards if he was playing against anyone that was attacking him. And there it is, Swords of Revealing Light. So that will be a 3-turn delay for Mako, and that's a long time if you're playing against Seeker. And Skull Kraken comes to the field. And yes, Skull Kraken's effect, it can destroy an opponent's spell card. Skull Kraken then can also go to defense mode as well, which Mako does, although he probably doesn't need to. He probably could attack with Skull Kraken. It's not like Seeker's going to play anything and attack back. Alright, Seeker's in trouble. He could actually lose this match. He's only got Exodia's head in his hand, and he's got nothing else to protect with. He should be able to activate Shard of Greed now. There's DD Trainer, which is another 2000 defense. But Seeker really needs something else. He needs... Right, you'll be able to draw two more cards, and he's drawn Charcoal Impachi. Now, unlike regular Umi, Charcoal Impachi is a Pyro, but it won't lose points from Legendary Ocean. It will from the original Umi card, but not this time. So Charcoal Impachi will actually be at 2400 here. So Mako won't actually be able to destroy it, but with Tribe Infecting Virus's effect, he can. And Mako has tributed Skull Kraken and summon Amphibian Beast, so that's a 2600. And he's got rid of Tornado Ball. He's played Umi Rika. Increase the attack of all water monsters by 500 points. And he's gone to attack with Tribe Infecting Virus. And they've stalemated. It's not going to make any difference, but a mistake like that is very risky against Seeker, because if he attacked with Amphibian Beast and then attacked with Great White and Tribe Infecting Virus, Mako could have won it on that turn. Oh, and he drew an Exodia piece as well. He will activate the effect of Card Trader. He's got no choice. He has to try and throw something back to get a defense, but he has nothing. So Seeker will still lose, but that's you can't make errors like that against Seeker. Not against an Exodia drawer. You need to make every turn count. But it won't bother Mako in this one. He will pick up the win here. Seeker will be unable to defend. Amphibian Beast does the attacking this time. 2900, so it got up there. And there's Tribe Infecting Virus to finish off Seeker's life points. So Mako picks up a win, and it was a quick win as well. So we will go to a third match. And I shouldn't have to overdub the commentary in this one. I feel like this one's gone quick enough. So yes, Seeker's duels are the only ones that are an exception. Occasionally they just turn out to be really long and boring, so I will speed it up and overdub commentary after doing it live, but I think this one might be okay. Now, I did read out the comments in the Duelist Kingdom one. I will give shout-outs again, just because I appreciate everyone in the audience who leaves their replies. Okay, let's go back. We'll go back a couple of days. Okay, Seeker started off with Scapegoat straight out the blocks. All right, let's give shout-outs to Nicholas Argyros, Jumbo Juice, Sam Wise, 495, Charanib, TS Cheeks, Vert Vitil, Mecha Jason, Aaron Vandeventer, Derek Brown, 6175, Master Hero, Josh Sweeney, aka Shepherd, Jason Breslin, Joe Lowe's, Mako went with 2 face down cards. He didn't play any monsters. Sorry, I was looking down at my comments. I wasn't actually looking at the screen then. Name invalid 945 as well. Those are the commenters that have been in for the last couple of days, so that's what my field. Yes! Ah, Lemuria is on the field. Best card, best field card in the game. Not by effect, just by design. I absolutely love this card. It looks like something I would like to build in Minecraft, but would probably fail at building it in Minecraft. I'm not that good at building stuff. Oh, that is beautiful. My favorite card is on the field. I'm happy. I hope Seeker loses. Still. Alright, Tornado Wall is flipped up. Lemuria does also have the effect of Umi in it as well, as Seeker flips up Jar of Greed. Alright, what's Mako's play here? He does have Nightmare Penguin. That will give a 200 point boost to water monsters. Can also return a card to Seeker's hand. He's got Great White. He's also got Skull Kraken as well. Goes with Great White. I can picture Great White swimming around Lemuria for some tourist who comes in, ooh, what a fantastic city, and then gets eaten by a shark. And DD Trainer is flipped up. Now, would you like to know a fun fact? The first ever Yu-Gi-Oh card I ever saw was Great White. And it was over at a friend's house during a sleepover. And he only had 2 Yu-Gi-Oh cards. One was Great White and the other, he had a Mystical Elf. Cameron at the time, it was, you see Cameron's name in the top, it was actually Cameron's that I was at. He only had about 8 cards or so, but I only remember 2, and one of them was Great White, the other one was Mystical Elf. But Great White, yes, was the very first Yu-Gi-Oh card that I ever held in my hands, the first Yu-Gi-Oh card that I ever saw, and I thought, how does this game even work? And then, yeah, sure enough, attack and defense, and watch the anime, and by then I was hooked. And I've had Yu-Gi-Oh on my watch list and my playlists ever since. As we see the end of Seeker's turn, we go back to Mako. There's Dispel. He'll be able to get rid of Yellow Luster Shield. He doesn't need to though. Skull Kraken's effect as well. So Skull Kraken. How do people say it? Kraken or Kraken? Mako does also have Torrential Tribute as well. But he may not have to use it. He can get rid of some more defensive shields. Great White attacks the face down, and it's Stone Statue of the Aztecs. Skull Kraken will be able to get rid of the other sheep token. So Mako in a decent position. If he can get a little bit more strength, Skull Kraken's effect, he can put it to defense. If Mako can draw some more power boost, he will actually get over this defense. As we see another face down from Mako. Sorry, Seeker. And there is Return of the Doomed. I don't think that's going to give Mako much help in this match. So he'll go for an attack on the face down. Be another defensive. Oh, it's Wall of Illusion. That'll send Great White back to Mako's hand. That may have been a bit of a waste of Wall of Illusion from Seeker's perspective, if I'm being honest. Seeker, 5 cards in hand. And Upstart Goblin. Did anyone watch WWE Raw today? How good was it? Oh, how funny was that little error they made at the start as well? They gave away the match stipulation for Rhea versus Liv at Bad Blood, which is coming up on, I think, October 5th? Only a couple of weeks away, I think, yeah. So we see Contact with the Aqua Mirror is played. So the first effect is look at all set cards in your opponent's side of the field. option 2, you can rearrange the top 2 cards of your deck or your opponent's deck. Top 2 cards barely does anything, mind you, but... Okay, Warrior of Atlantis and Starboy. 2 good cards for Mako coming up. Starboy will increase power on the field as well. Although Great White was sent back to his hand. Ooh, he would have been better going with Warrior of Atlantis to be the first one to get played there. But mistakes like that don't count too much. Oh, that is not what Mako wanted to see. He did not want to see Witch of the Black Forest. And we've seen Exodia piece. Mako in trouble. He's going to have to try and get through. He really should have put Warrior of Atlantis at the top. He'll still draw Starboy, though, which is still a good card. But he would have been able to get rid of Seeker's defense a lot quicker if he put Warrior of Atlantis at the top. There's Starboy. And down goes Starboy. So 500 point increase for all of Mako's water monsters. And he's just going to have to hope and pray that Seeker hasn't got Exodia pieces. And no Exodia. Oh, Cup of Ace. Oh, and it works for Seeker, who draws 2 more cards. He's not through half his deck yet, but... And we don't see an Exodia flip around, so... well, that might do it. Seeker, if he draws that Sangan, or any more Exodia cards, this one could be over. And Swords of Concealing Light was chucked as Seeker's hand had been drawn, so even if he put Warrior of Atlantis at the top, Mako would have still been hit by Swords of Revealing Light, so didn't matter in the end. Warrior of Atlantis, so we'll get to 2100, plus 5 will be 2600, so it's strong enough to wipe out Seeker's defense. Oh no, it's 2800. What have I missed? Oh, Nightmare Penguin. And, oh, I missed that. Oh, I 100% missed that. Okay, to be honest, this Seeker match has actually been okay. Compared to some of his other ones, which have been absolute howlers and just been boring to watch, this one is actually starting to heat up a bit. I completely missed D-Spell in Mako's hand. I did not notice that at all. Alright, Warrior of Atlantis set poised to destroy DD Trainer. Seeker's drawn and he still hasn't flipped Exodia. He's gone with another face down defense. Mako now should be able to play Great White, and Great White will get a bit of a power boost. There's an Umi. Don't play Umi. Nah. Keep Lumeria. Lumeria's the card we want on the field. I just love that card. Alright. Warrior of Atlantis destroys DD Trainer. And good choice. Goes with Great White on Gear Golem of the Moving Fortress. That's a 2200 defense. Alright, Seeker's going to take some damage here. So what, 2400, 3400, 3850 is what's coming off of Seeker's life points here. And he's going to be down to 4150. So he's almost lost half his life points. What does he have to come back with here? He lost his Swords of Revealing Light from the effect of D-Spell. Seeker with another draw. I tell you what. He's gone with another face down defense and he's taking his time on thinking. And, oh, no! Oh no! Oh, no! Lumeria! Oh, that's it. Oh, come on, Mako. Defeat him. Destroy him. He just got rid of my favorite spell. My favorite field card is in the bin. And all I have to look out now is this. He's got an Umi, so he can play the effect back. But now all I have to look at is a bland ocean that's just void of any cool buildings, like with Lumeria. Come on, Mako, destroy him. Ha! Charcoal Impachi did lose 200 points that time. Nightmare Penguin is... Oh, is this it? Is this it? Does anyone remember Fandango from WWE? All right, attack him with Skull Kraken. Make him suffer. Do it like how Yugi was beating Weevil up when Yugi kept drawing monster cards. Haha, Great White. Take that. That's what you get for destroying Lumeria, the Forgotten City. What cards did Seeker have? Oh, wow. He had 4 Exodia pieces in his hand and, well, just another defense? Yeah, just another defense. So he had 4. He had 4 pieces of Exodia, so he was very, very close. Very, very close to summoning it, but he didn't deserve to. He destroyed my city. Anyway, thanks everyone for tuning in. I'll be back at it again tomorrow with more Yu-Gi-Oh! Action. Who is coming up in Battle City? Okay, I've got Duelist Kingdom up at the moment, and Duelist Kingdom is Taya and the Paradox Brothers. They did play in the preseason cup for Duelist Kingdom that I had as well. There we go. So Mako and Seeker. So Mako deservingly defeated Seeker. We've got Odeon and Esperoba in the next match. That is, all of Odeon's matches have been really good. So we should see a good match out of that one as well. Odeon may not have won the most, but he's definitely been the best to watch. So it should be a good day tomorrow. Thanks everyone for tuning in, and thanks everyone for leaving the comments. If I did forget to mention anyone's name who had commented in the last 2 or 3 days, my bad. YouTube's filtering can be a little bit dicey sometimes. Usually it's okay, but sometimes you do have the odd comment or two sort of slip unnoticed. But anyway, thanks everyone for tuning in. Wherever you are in the world, stay safe, take care, farewell.